What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Three Pyramids Network with your host, the ignorant, eclectic, mad genius man. Today, we are checking out that boy Will's channel, and he is talking about the Oracle. I ain't gonna say meltdown, but basically, Oracle fired a bunch of people. So from the little bit that I know before we get into the video about this, that Oracle fired. I want to say it was mostly overseas. Over in India is where they fired a lot more than they did over here in the US. But even though I know it affects us over here also, my thing on that is I wonder if either they're gonna talk about it or he's gonna talk about it or somebody that he's reacting to is gonna talk about it. But Oracle has just purchased the rights to HBO Max and a bunch of other things or whatever. So I wonder if that was one of the reasons why this is happening. Well, and plus the political climate that we live in, that could be also another caveat into this. Because I'll be honest with you, if you know what Oracle is, you know what Oracle is. You know is surveillance. They own all the media sources now, everything else. But I'm not gonna. That's way too deep into other things, and I'm not gonna get into all that. But let's stop. Let me stop talking, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Let's go ahead and do this. Hit that
Be
hype
loyal
button
to
for
them,
me.
dog. Being loyal to one of these corporations is like being loyal to a girl you stole from your best friend. Makes no sense. Like if she did that to him, she gonna do it to you. It's really that simple. Let's get into it.
Oracle became the latest tech company to issue mass layoffs. The cloud computing company notified 30,000 employees via email today that they are out of a job. That's around 18% of Oracle's total workforce.
Damn.
The move is aimed at freeing up money to spend on AI projects. Oracle has been pulling away from California for years, moving its world headquarters out of Silicon Valley several years ago. Still, the company has a major presence in Redwood City. Oracle became the
Yeah, this some bullshit, dog. They said they laying off all these people so that they can basically focus more on AI efforts. That's crazy. But look, I want to show y'all this one video I came across. It's a lady driving through the middle of nowhere.
Listen, you gotta stop and listen to this video. Take a listen and then let's talk about it.
I'm taking this video so that people can understand, like, this is the farmland that you're driving through until you come to the AI data center. Like, it is nothing but just super rural homes. Just to give you an idea, so like that's literally just so rural. And then here we go. We're about to pull up on it.
I hate the word rural.
You can start to see the lights from back
See
here.
that shit 7 times fast. Look at that, y'all. Crazy.
It's
Big
not.
old
It's not
data
that
center.
crazy.
Stop recording when I get to the end of it. Like the first time I drove this,
And the only reason why I'm saying it's not that crazy is because I I watch people or whatever who speak about this like years in advance. So, like I kind of seen some of this coming. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that.
it genuinely made me so emotional because I haven't been this way. I haven't left town
They
in like
popping
a
up
year.
fast, man.
Like, gone this way in like a year.
You know what it is? They taking advantage of you country bumpkins. Y'all voted for the man that was going to open up the pearly gates for these corporations to fuck over you, bro. That's what it is, dog. Straight up, man. Yeah.
Well, agree and disagree. So even with so the reason why I preach and I just learned this not too long ago, maybe like a year or two ago, that literally we have to go to our city councils. We have to go to our city council members and like to attend those meetings and stuff like that, because they be doing a lot of this underneath everybody's nose. Everybody's always busy working or doing whatever they doing, you feel me? But when they have these city council meetings, you can actually stop a bunch of this stuff from happening, and you can use your voice. That's why when people be like, call up your senators, call up your da 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 da, you have to actually do that. You can't just allow that to just happen. You have to know what's going on in your city and everything else. But that's a whole bag of worms in and of itself.
Let's put a data center in the middle of nowhere and affect the lives of these country people who don't have an education, dog. I'm telling you, bro.
It's not even that they don't have an education, but it's not that they don't have an education. It's just that you know what? I'm not gonna speak on it.
Watching the videos, they be looking so stupid. Well, I thought when Trump said he was going to get rid of the immigrants and everything like that, my life would get better, but it seems to be worse. I mean, the grocery stores are empty, the produce aisle don't have any fruits and vegetables. I'm not going to go and pick oranges. I be listening to them, they be sounding so stupid.
And I knew they were starting this, but I didn't know it was this impactful. Look at all the semi
But he is kind of half correct. I just
trucks, all the cement trucks you'll drive by.
Crazy work.
I didn't realize how impactful it was until I made the drive again. And then I was just so floored.
So what you just saw was a Meta AI data center in rural Indiana. And that data center, the size of it went on and on and
That's
on.
what she said.
And what they are cooling centers for all of the servers to run AI. And get this, they need an insane amount of water and energy to cool the servers. Not to mention, these can be run with a lot less people. According to that creator, the one that we just saw in Indiana is only going to create 100 to 300 jobs for the area.
Stupid.
I just posted a video yesterday about how Oracle laid off 30,000 employees so that they can build AI data centers. So y'all see where this is going, right? While we're over here distracted, the corporate billionaires are making chess moves. Chess moves that's not going to be in our favor.
See, bro, y'all know what's crazy though, dog? There's an AI data center being built in Louisiana, a red state. There's an AI data center being built in Texas. Well, I think a couple of them, red state. AI data center, Indiana, red state. I'm starting to see a trend here.
listen. There's I understand he said both of those are red states, and I 100% agree. Also in blue states, also Kansas City, they have a data center. They have a data center being built. I want to say it is allegedly they had there were talks about a data center being built in Los Angeles. How true do I believe that one? I don't believe it, but you know, so it's not that, it's just that you just gotta, like I said before, you just have to pay attention. You have to be aware of what's going on in your city so you can stop it, so you can be a part of it and stop it if necessary. Because that's what I'm doing. But you know, that's a completely different story.
Starting to see a trend.
Oracle laid off 30,000 people today. Like, just wow. Mind you, this all happened today, and the crazy thing about it, they sent it in an email at 6 a.m. today.
Yeah.
So this is according to Business Insider, and honestly, I can even include a screenshot of it really quick. Here's what the email says. After careful consideration of Oracle's current business needs, we have made the decision to eliminate your role as part of a broader organizational change. What? If you were impacted by today's layoffs, honestly, like, my heart truly, truly, truly does go out to you. And honestly, for anyone seeing any of the Oracle like layoff LinkedIn posts that people are making, if they did get laid off, please, one, repost it, and then two, comment in the comment section. Comment for better reach, because I'm telling you, stuff like that really does go a long way. Other recruiters from other companies who are hiring can see that post, and then that way they can get that person to be hired or to just be spearheaded within whatever interview cycle that person may be recruiting for. You know what I mean? So let's just do our part in helping just people, you know, just helping everyone who got laid off today, you know. So just please.
Yeah, bro, that sucks. Imagine you got bills, you got a mortgage, you got car note, you got all kind of stuff. Especially when y'all boys start making real money, y'all start getting boats. You know what I'm saying? All the kids got dirt bikes and you're paying on them, you're financing them. You know, in the hood, when shit go bad, it do go bad, but we ain't got a lot of debt.
I was gonna say, yeah.
We ain't got.
He said we don't have a lot of debt. Motherfuckers do be having a lot of debt. It's a lot of bad debt. It's not even a lot of good debt, but
$100,000 boat note. Like, how many niggas do you know that got $100,000 boat note?
Not many, but also that is terrible finance work.
Man, you go over there to Lakeview, New Orleans, They got $100,000 boat notes over there, bro.
Jesus
Real
Christ.
talk. And when they lose their job, when you start seeing tow trucks taking boats away,
I mean, granted, I live in the Midwest, and I know people that have, I think it's like $50,000 boats or whatever. But there are a lot of people who are who are rich-ish down here that you wouldn't even know that are rich.
I bet y'all ain't never seen a boat get repoed. I have. That shit is a funny looking scene, bro. White dude outside like, boy, what the fuck?
Okay, layoffs. Babe, think of a number between 1 and 1 million.
I don't know, 20,000?
Bigger.
30,000?
Bingo. Okay, subject. This isn't goodbye, it's see you later. No. Thank you. Next. No. Surprise. You're fired. No. I'm the Terminator and you've been terminated. You won't be back. Bitch. No.
Hey, this probably really how they
We
be.
at Oracle are the 5th best cloud service.
Yo, these companies don't give a shit about you.
They don't.
AI is here to stay. Okay. We are building cutting edge databases from the 90s. ChatGPT, help me write a mass layoff email that is both succinct, to the point, and cruel.
I hear you want something to the point, but let's talk about tone. Even in a tough situation, a baseline of professionalism matters.
Babe, what should we do with all this extra money?
Maybe build a product that people actually like?
No, that's a terrible idea. How about we buy a giant horse made of glass?
That's not his real face.
That I can ride.
Yeah, bro, y'all see what it is. They'll remind me of that joke I always tell y'all when the CEO was talking to a janitor or some shit, and he was in the parking lot. Janitor was admiring that guy's Ferrari. The CEO was like, yeah, man, if you keep working hard, showing up early, leaving late,
I hate that
putting
shit.
in 100%,
That's that pull yourself up by the bootstraps talk.
I'll be able to get another one and park it right next to this one next year. Boy, this how these companies treat you, dog. You ain't nothing but an asset to them.
Yep.
And then when you're no longer an
just a little
asset,
cog.
you're a liability, and they're going to take you off the spreadsheet, dog. It's that
facts.
simple.
I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, that's tough right there.
Why?
But it looked like she know how to take it real well. Because, boy, yeah, dog, in his caption, he says, got laid off while the company doubles down on AI. Almost 5 years at Oracle. It's been fun. Looking forward to the next opportunity. What opportunity, sir? I would love to hear about these opportunities you speak of. Someone said 5 years at Oracle. You know what that means. A great resume for any other big tech company. Time for that
Bingo.
promotion. I'm glad y'all are being optimistic instead of pessimistic, because if this AI company don't want you, you know the rest of them, all they do is copy each other. All right, they getting rid of people. Let's get rid of people and open up data centers out here.
Oracle started laying off employees. Here's what it's offering in severance. According to reporting from Business Insider's Ashley Stewart, Oracle is offering 4 weeks of base salary plus 1 week of additional pay for each year worked, for up to 26 weeks. The payout will be adjusted based on state laws, and employees must have worked at least 6 months out of the last year of their employment for it to count as a full year in severance calculations. Oracle's cuts affected employees across health, sales, cloud, customer success, and NetSuite. The company employed about 162,000 full-time workers as of May 2025. Oracle's package is smaller than some other recent big tech offers. In Block's recent layoffs, when it cut over 40% of its workforce, the company provided laid-off employees with 20 weeks of salary plus 1 week of additional pay for every year of tenure. Laid-off workers also got 6 months of healthcare, a $5,000 stipend, and the option to keep their work device. During Meta's layoffs in 2025, the company's severance package included 16 weeks of pay plus 2 weeks of additional pay for every year of tenure. More similar to Oracle, though, Amazon previously said it would give its laid-off employees full pay and benefits for 90 days plus an additional severance package. So the takeaway this week? Oracle's severance package is somewhat standard, but a bit more modest than some other big tech rivals. Oracle started laying off employees.
Yeah, bro, that's messed up. You know, all I can think about is the real people. See, when you read the news and everything like that, you know, it's kind of on a back burner, like the actual people that's being affected by this, dog. But trust me, when you got a new baby, You just closed on a house, you got a new car, and then you get fired. I know your world is crumbling around you, dog. I know it is.
Y'all listen.
Well, it's unfortunately come to my attention that Oracle has began to lay off over 30,000 employees starting this morning, 6 a.m. with a cold email. Access denied immediately. Layoffs have been strategic, but not because the company is failing. Oracle is aggressively investing in AI and cloud data centers, as most companies have been. They're cutting jobs to free up about $8 to $10 billion in cash to fund this expansion, and the company has also taken tens of billions in debt to support its AI push. Layoffs are happening across multiple countries, including U.S., India, Canada, Mexico. Entire divisions affected include SaaS, health, operations, revenue. My heart goes out to these people that have been affected. This is an unfortunate situation, but I want you guys to remember, like I've always said to you, be prepared for anything.
Yep.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Yep.
Make sure that you are prepared to move on to the next opportunity if you need to. Position yourself for that. Don't ever rely on stability. That's gone.
Amen.
What do you guys think about this? Comment below.
Amen.
I think you hit the nail on the head. You got to look out for you and yours first, bro. Fuck a company.
That's
You
what it's
got to
always
look
gotta
out
be.
for you and yours, man. The way I always looked at jobs was a stepping stone. My silent investor for whatever it is on the side I want to do. So, for instance, if I wanted to do YouTube, I would go to work and work really hard, bust my ass so that I can save money to buy the things that I need in order to do YouTube. That may be go buy this $2,000 computer. Cool. They think I'm in there busting my ass because I'm a company man. Hell no, I'm in here working hard because I got to save my money so that I can invest into myself. And that's how I always end up working hard, even though I hate working for other people. I hate it. I hate being told what to do. I hate for anybody my age to tell me what to do. I hate for people younger than me to tell me what to do. I hate for the older people to tell me what to do. I hate for women to tell me what to do. And they're my manager, so I say, you know what? I'm going to just exit this work shit and I'm going to go work for myself, dog. I just don't like the fact that someone else over me who probably is doing just as bad financially as me, telling me what to do, when I can be off, when I got to come to work, getting on me, talking about something, why was you 2 minutes late today? Da-da-da-da-da. Clock out. You can't get no extra hour. I don't want to hear that shit.
Imagine waking up to an email that says you're fired before you even pour your coffee. Thousands of Oracle employees woke up 6 a.m. this morning to an email that tells them they're fired and today is their last day.
Cold-blooded.
No warning, no manager call, no conversation. Just locked out and gone. And here's the part that's going to make you mad. Oracle is reportedly cutting 20,000 to 30,000 jobs. That is nearly 18% of their workforce. Some teams saw a 30% cut overnight. And I know you're thinking, why? Well, because Oracle has an over $50 billion debt that they amassed in the last couple of months. Building AI data centers.
No.
Let me translate.
No. Purchasing, building AI data centers and purchasing, like I said before, that Netflix deal, or that not Netflix, the HBO Paramount deal.
That for you. They're burning through money trying to build the future, and they're using your job as fuel. That's like throwing people overboard to make the boat lighter, but then at the same time, they're building a bigger boat. And this is why I keep telling y'all, when it comes to data centers coming into your community, you need to understand something. The economic growth means sometimes your job is eliminated so they can keep those profits high. And the irony is they lay you off to invest in AI. And then you still end up trying to find a human to fix the problem anyway. Anybody out there work for Oracle? Did you get caught up in this? And if you did you see it coming?
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. If you don't know this already, let's say you work for a corporation and things are getting tight. At least upstairs, they know things are getting tight. You think everything's going good. We see a 7% decrease in profits this year. What do we do? You know what the first thing they do is? Start laying people off. Labor is your biggest expense in most companies, dog. So guess what? They're going to lay a couple of y'all ass off.
Why is it that the only employees that got a heads up about the mass layoffs at Oracle were the ones in Seattle, Washington? The WARN Act. The WARN Act is what bought them a 2-month grace period to figure themselves out. And it wasn't even the federal WARN Act. So Washington State is a very employee-friendly state. And so they have their own statewide WARN Act. It's called a mini WARN. which basically says if you are going to get rid of 50 or more people at one site, you need to give them a 60-day notice.
Wow.
The federal law's
never heard of that
threshold
before.
is not 50 people. It is 500 people. Oracle intends on laying off 491 employees in Washington state. So under the Federal WARN Act, they don't got to warn anyone about it. But Washington state is like, no, we think not. You need to give this 60-day warning. As terrible as this sounds, it's kind of like a saving grace for those employees because they're in a much better situation than the ones who woke up today with no job.
Right.
So the sad part is that these jobs are not being replaced by
Nope.
other humans. All of that money is being reallocated towards AI infrastructure and like data centers and things of that sort. You know, it's all going towards AI because that's the future. It just opens that broader conversation that, you know, we colloquially laugh like, oh my gosh, AI is going to take all the jobs. AI is taking all the jobs.
And people thought it was a
we're
game.
on like an upward trajectory for it to take way more jobs than I think we're.
So the only thing that I would disagree with is it's like the what was it? When the internet boom happened. When the internet boom happened, all the people that was like on the little telecoms and stuff like that, with the phones and stuff, all you should do is learn how to work with AI to help build AI to learn to work with AI, and then you'll be fine, but also you should learn to have your own thing on the side where you're building continuously. Just my thought process.
Prepared to see. I'm all for technology. I love the technological advancement that we're seeing, but if you take the good, you also have to take the bad, and the bad is what we're seeing with the workforce. Just tens of thousands of people losing their jobs, their livelihoods, and then possibly starting over. And it's not something that just affects Americans. This is a global consequence. And it's not just the tech field, right?
Yeah,
we're seeing articles come out more and more now about the medical field even. So I don't know.
That's the one that I'm really scared about. The medical field. That one is going to be it could be really devastating.
I always used to joke and be like, I wonder what the workforce is going to look like 10 to 15 years. I'm wondering what the workforce is going to look like 3 years from now.
10 to 15 months from now.
A lot going on.
Yeah, bro, that was interesting to say the least, though, dog. 2 months, 60 days in advance that they have to let them people know, which is a good thing because, bro, imagine 2 months ago that shit finna get rough for you. So you can already be putting things in place. You could be downsizing. You can start budgeting. But when you're just walking around happy-go-lucky thinking everything's sweet and then you get blindsided by this shit, dog, man, one of them dudes gonna swallow a Smith & Wesson, bro. One of them women probably gonna swallow a whole bottle of pills, dog, and call it quits because this blindsided them so bad. I don't know what the numbers are, but if we was to look up the self-unaliving rate and then go and look at the cause of it, I bet you finances will be a big part of it.
Yeah, just look at what happened in 2020 with COVID. Like 2020 to 2021, the self-unaliving rate went up by, I think it was like 10% or some shit like that. Like for male and female. I think for male. Because like honestly, we be on our own 95% of the time. Like nobody's coming to save us. But
we're seeing unprecedented levels of growth and success. That means it's time to lay off 30,000 employees. Yes, a 95% increase in our quarterly revenue is the perfect reason to lay off 18% of our workforce. People always complain that meetings should just be emails, so let's do that with these layoff announcements. Let's just send an email out of nowhere. No heads up from HR, no conversation with the manager, no notice of any kind. They'll appreciate our directness. Let's not even sugarcoat sugarcoat the email. I want these jabronis to know that we want them out now. How about, after careful consideration of Oracle's current business needs, we have made the decision to eliminate your role as part of a broader organizational change. As a result, today is your last working day. Brilliant! I love how it lacks any amount of care that we're totally uprooting people's whole careers. And I love that we're freeing up $8 to $10 billion in cash flow. It is so nice not having to pay for people's livelihoods. Now we can focus on our main goal, which is making our billionaire executives even richer. Man, not having empathy is amazing. We're seeing
empathy. What? Man, listen, bro. I'm telling you right now, if they run a big ass corporation, they are lacking in the empathy department. I don't think it's possible for billionaires to have empathy. I don't think you can get that much money to be empathetic. I just don't think it's possible, dog. And they can pretend like they're empathetic, but I don't think they really are. The shit that they willing to do to keep a dollar, the lives they're willing to disrupt, the things they're willing to do to the climate. Come on, bro. Ain't no empathy coming from them folks.
I was one of 30,000 people that was laid off from my corporate job today. Story time. So I work at a big tech company, and honestly, when you hear this layoff story, I bet you could guess where I work.
Oracle has laid off over 30,000 people from its, workforce. Meta is planning to cut thousands of jobs too. I've said this before. I think this is my 5th time saying this. It all boils down to the stock market and market manipulation, profit margin, and all about saving a dollar. So Oracle wants to save billions of dollars for this AI infrastructure. And I've said this before. Everybody keeps saying, consumerism, and these jobs want to avoid paying taxes. That's why they're laying off all these people, and they're trying to save money that way. No. It has to do with pleasing investors.
Yep.
And I wish more people would wake up to that fact. They don't care about anything else but making the rich more richer. It boils down to Wall Street. You don't believe me? There was a news channel that did a report on, I want to say it was Nestle. I think they laid off 16,000 people. And in her verbiage, she said they did it so they could make investors happy.
Yep.
I don't understand what it's going to take to get this message out there so more people can understand. But I'm telling y'all now, it boils down to Wall Street. It was never about keeping your lights on, keeping your car no pay.
Bro, group economics is the only thing that's going to save all of us. Like the family community, not even just family. So what I mean by family community is even if it's just like your friends, like your closest friends, like y'all all close, y'all basically like blood, basically family. Group economics is the only thing that's going to save everybody, bro. I understand everybody wants to be independent. I understand everybody wants to like live on their own. You have to be more strategic nowadays than just being all willy-nilly, moving out on your own. Me and my cousins was just having this conversation yesterday. You got to have 3 times the rent. You got to have the first month's, last month's security deposit, and you spending I forgot what we said. I almost said it was like 6 bands or some shit like that, just to get like some one little bedroom, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom or something like that. That's not even a crib. That's just like a little apartment, a little studio apartment. And like where one of my cousins live, you feel me? So it's just like, there's group economics is the only way that we're gonna be able to survive, bro. You better find a solid individual, a solid old lady or a solid dude or whatever. You know what I mean? Lock in. Don't do none of that bullshit, cheating, none of that, bro. Literally have everything bro. Y'all helping out each other, working with each other, and y'all building something to last.
Keeping rent or mortgage paid.
People don't give a shit about that.
It was always about protecting the rich and protecting the profit margins and making sure that the stock stays at a certain price.
Hey, bro, I remember when Pam bonded, bro, they was asking her all these questions about like the Epstein trial and all that kind of stuff. And they was just like, and she was just like, but the Dow is 50,000 points. The NASDAQ is 80,000 points. We've never seen these type of numbers. No empathy, bro. They had the people who allegedly was touched inappropriately and all that kind of stuff behind her. And they was like, can you at least turn around and face her? And she was like, nah, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying, bro? At the end of the day, it's about money. Because at the same time, they got all these issues right here domestically, but they out there fucking with people foreign. You know what I'm saying? Like the money that they done spent in Iran in the last 2.5, 3 weeks, bro, could have basically covered so much shit over here.
That's a fact.
I think somebody said it could have covered
healthcare.
child care for the next year just from what they spent in the last 2 weeks. Something ridiculous.
Okay, so Oracle laid off 30,000 employees with a 6 a.m. email, and the subject line read, immediate action required, important information regarding your employment. Can you imagine waking up on a Tuesday morning laid off in a 6 a.m. email from Oracle leadership? Nobody got a call with their managers. There was no meeting with HR. Just, good morning. I hope this email finds you well. Today is your last day. People were posting their reactions in real time on Reddit and sharing things about how these layoffs have created widespread fear, frustration, and uncertainty among all employees, not just those directly impacted, and that Oracle's approach seems inefficient, okay, because they're offering significant severance packages while continuing to hire new employees. So the mass layoff severance package hiring thing is a conversation for another day because this seems to be a tactic. But someone shared in one of these threads that their dad was let go after 20 years of service with the company. And he was planning to retire in 2 years, and he didn't even get a call from his manager. And if you're the person who shared that on Reddit, DM me because we have to talk. But everyone's reading this news thinking, oh my God, Oracle must be going down. Nope. Oracle did not do this because they are struggling. Last quarter, Oracle posted a 95% jump in net income, $6.13 billion in profit.
What?
Their contracted future revenue is $523 billion.
They ain't missing no meals.
433% year over year. This is not a company that's drowning. This is a company that is choosing to take on $58 billion in new debt to build AI data centers and then essentially handed that bill to 30,000 workers. And here's what I need you to understand, okay? This is the job market right now. You can do everything right. Spend years at a company, build something, be loyal, do the same thing every day and still wake up to a 6 a.m. email because some guy decides that it's over for you. This is not a you problem, it's a system problem. And if you're one of the Oracle employees hit by this, comment, DM me, find me. Your experience deserves to be heard, and I can make sure it is anonymously or on your own terms.
Wow, man. You know, the chickens are coming home to roost. God forbid they put legislation in place that protects the very thing that keeps this country going, the people. God forbid they say, hey, at least treat these people with dignity. Give them a heads up if you're going to lay them off. Give them a fair wage. Don't overwork them. You know, help them help themselves. Fuck that. Nah, man, let's fuck over them. That's what they said. All right, hold on. Oracle lay off the email. This is the email, y'all. The job cuts will affect somewhere around 20,000 to 30,000, which is about roughly 18% of their global workforce. Dog, just in case y'all don't know math, 18% is almost 19%, which is almost 20%, which is basically 1/5, which is a huge deal. If 20% of your school just didn't show up one day, you'll be like, this bitch look empty. If 20% of Walmart employees got laid off today, your ass would be waiting in the line forever to check out, even if they got self-checkout. This is crazy. We are sharing some difficult news regarding your position. After careful consideration, current business needs, we have made the decision to blank your role as part of a broader organizational change. As a result, today it is your last working day. These letters are small, y'all. We are grateful for your dedication, hard work, and the impact you have made during your time with us. This sounds like an AI bot wrote it. After signing your termination paperwork, you will be eligible to receive severance package subject to the terms and conditions of the severance plan. You will receive an email from DocuSign to your Oracle email address with details of your severance and termination date. Man, way to get bent over with no Vaseline, bro.
Yo, I know I probably went over, but love each and every last one of y'all, man. Let me know down in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on this? Because, like I said, man, it is something that not one person can change. We all have to be able to step up and, I ain't gonna say do our part, but step up and literally, hey, tell these motherfuckers no. Whoever's your aldermans, whoever's the city council members, you got to be a part of all this stuff, bro, because this is how they're getting away with murder. This is how they're getting away with taking people's properties, raising up the property taxes on everybody's properties and everything else. We have to be able to, you got to be able to stop it. Like, because if you don't stop it, they'll just continue to do like they've been always doing for forever. So, love each and every last one of y'all, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Till the next transmission, man. Peace. Oh, hit that super hype. Yay.